it's true. The cocaine, the starving yourself. Now I didn't do cocaine, but the line goes down outside. So I'm telling you, these castings, bro. This was a very sought after casting. Nah, it was Houston. It wasn't New York, but it's very similar to New York. New York is like that too. But yeah, this was Houston, so it was a very major sought after casting. Like everybody was talking about this shit. I got there a little later. Yeah, I got there a little later. Um, so I was outside. I wasn't inside. I was outside. Finally get in there. Finally get up there. Sign in. I'm waiting in this hallway. You're probably waiting over an hour. So the way that their casting process worked is you go into you sign in when you finally get to the mid level. You go up top, and the process is simple. It's you walk up to the front. They want you to walk twice. So now I'm in the room. Oh yeah, there's a line in the room too, by the way. There's a line in the room too. I'm in the line. The process is I can't remember if this one was you go up to them first, give them your number, your digitals, and then you go and do it, or if you do it and then go and then you give it to them at the end. Either way, it's my turn. Well, before it's my turn, the models, this is how it goes. You go to the base, the judges are down there. The judges are all the way down at the end of the room. You go all the way to the base. It's 2 runs. You walk, pose, turn around and walk, stop at the end, walk back, pose again, walk, and you leave. Just like that. You walk out the room. You just leave. You walk out the room. And then you wait until the end, and at the very end, that's when they call all the models back into the room. And if you hear your number called, you made the cut. If you don't hear your number called, you didn't make the cut. Go home, network, do whatever you want to do, but you didn't make the cut. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was doing Runway, I loved Runway. Now, if you look at that photo, that was like when I was like hella small, and then I pulled up more mass when I went to LA Fashion Week. And then since I've taken a break from Runway the last couple of years, which I'll talk more about the Runway stuff later, I started enjoying myself more, getting my mass back up, eating good, just enjoying my life more. And somebody was asking me like the other day, does what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I need to talk more about that too. I have that typed down somewhere to talk more about it because it's true. The cocaine, the starving yourself. Now I didn't do cocaine, but I know a lot of shit. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff. There's a saying that I used to say to myself. I used to write down is especially because like my biggest motive for trying to get my business and stuff at the highest degree is because my people. I want to be able to support my people, fund my people, and all that. I used to have a saying I used to say to myself when I was doing Runway and the modeling is that I'm starving myself just to be able to eat. And that's one of the realest statements that I've ever like projected on myself. I'm starving myself just so that I can eat. So there's certain days I'm not eating certain things, and then before your Runway show, you don't eat a lot. You don't want to get bloated. So I would literally not do certain things, not eat certain foods, sometimes like barely eating at all, just to be able to get a check, just to be able to get into that room, just to be able to like land that role. So that's something too. Like a lot of people, it's like people know about it, but they don't always know Yeah, so like it's very real. It's very, very real. It's very real. So somebody asked me a couple days ago, like how much I weighed, because I weigh way more than I did, and I told them the only way that I would go back to like a base 200 or like a base 210, 215, because I weigh more than that. The only way I would go back to that is for runway. That's literally the only reason that you need to lose weight or to be under a certain weight. Like I would only do it if I went back to runway, literally. But like again, this is a conversation, like this is another conversation for another time. To be back on track with the casting, where I was going with that was, yeah, yeah. And the metrics part, like I would lie on some of the metrics just because I knew that I knew that I fit the role. I knew that I fit like the requirements and everything. But since like I'm a like bigger, stockier guy, like I have broader shoulders, which is good for modeling. And then like I have thicker thighs. So there's sometimes where I would lie on the numbers because I did fit the clothes and I did fit what they were looking for. But just because like if one of those numbers is slightly too much or slightly too low, like you can literally get rejected. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Like they're obsessed with that shit. They're obsessed with that shit. That's why motherfuckers are afraid to eat and live and fuck up their measurements. So, but back to where I was going. What I was saying is I was so in love with runway and I was so good at doing runway that once I got good, let me not hold on, let me rephrase that because when I first started I was terrible and I still made the cut. But for this show particularly, the casting process, I got selected. You want to know how strong my energy is being in a casting room for a runway show. I brought it and I fulfilled my role so well. I was in the room in line and the designers and the director are already looking at me and talking about me. I haven't even walked yet. I forgot what the dude's name was. There was like this Oriental designer. He was really fire. I forgot his name. You know, like the Oriental guys, tattoos, shortcuts, designers and stuff like that. That's how bro looked. I'm in the line in the room and they're already pointing and looking at me. This is one of the very few times that I have seen favoritism in real time. And yes, it was about me. I didn't even have to do two walks. I did one walk and they were like, "Yeah, you're good." I swear. That's how that's how my presence is in runway. They already pre-selected me before I even walked. But watching me walk was like, "Yeah, you're good." Yeah, right? And then even then I'm still nervous, but I go up, I walk, and when I go up there the first time at the table, they take my number and everything. They're like, "You're good." I was like, "Really? You don't? You're good." I was like, "All right." So I walk out the room, go back to the lobby, and then you have to wait for the rest of the casting process to go through. So you have to wait for all the models to walk, and then you have to wait for the casting part. And I think we did headshots that same day too. That headshot was actually in real time from that casting. So I don't remember if they take headshots of everybody beforehand or after the walk. But yeah, we did headshots there, and you know we go and we wait. The casting process goes through, and then after that, then they have to go through all the selections and like they pick the models that they want, and the ones that are not selected. Like I said, you can stay around and network, or you take your ass home. Most people don't want to sit around and network after they're not selected. They just leave. So, you know, they call you back up. So we're in the lobby, and then after the like we were in the lobby waiting, okay, then we all go back into the room. It's a fucking room, just literally just filled of beautiful ass people. And they go through the number sheet. So they have the numbers. You write your name, you get a number, and the numbers are for the casting process. So at the end of it, they call that number. And if they call that number, then you're selected. Sometimes it can be like I'm from Texas, Janet. Where are you from? Sometimes they what was I gonna say? Sometimes they'll call your number if you're selected. Sometimes like they'll call your number for like a specific designer if they just go in like, and so I don't remember what my number was. I remember my number for the very first casting I ever did, and I have a photo and it's really iconic. I was number 10. And I was so lost at that casting. But this one I kinda already knew what I was doing. So yeah, I was already pre-selected. I didn't have to do my full walk, I was already pre-selected. But I was still nervous because you never really know what that intent is. So after that, we all go back in the room. It's just full of people, and they're just naming numbers. If your number is called, you made the cut. If your number is not called, go home. And they called my number, and then after that, everybody's kind of celebrating. Some people are kind of upset. Some people are like thinking and showing like appreciation to the people that did make it. Having good sportsmanship. Some people they mad. Um, but yeah, and then after that, you kind of go from there. Sometimes there's like follow up castings. Extremevisuals.com. Yeah, respectfully, Janet, I'm gonna be safe and not click any links in the chat just to be safe from my end. But I appreciate everything that you're doing for the chat and brought to the chat. But I'm gonna hold off on clicking the links though. um yeah, so okay, I'll look it up. Sometimes you can sometimes there's a follow-up call you have to do. Like you do one call and then there's another call, and sometimes they do that to like slim down the number even more. So sometimes castings have multiple steps where sometimes they might have two or three. And sometimes they'll even make you redo your walk same day, and then they'll reevaluate. So you might make the cut the first time and get cut the second time in the same fucking day. Like it's really crazy. It's a really crazy process. Or sometimes if they like you, or sometimes if they feel like you could do better, they won't put you on the second time, but then you have like a run back where they'll be like, okay, if you didn't make it, or they'll recall certain numbers and they'll be like, okay, walk again, and they'll give you a second chance. There's a couple different variations. There's a couple different variations. But for that one, I don't think there was a follow up for that one. But yeah, sometimes like they pick everyone that's selected and then they'll do like another one. So like one of the shows that I did in Texas, which I'll have to talk more about that experience another time because that shit was terrible, terrible. And I think bro's name was Deshaun too. What's up with the Deshaun's in the industry? I don't know, but niggas need to get it together ASAP. Uh, where's I going with this? Oh, so one of the shows I did in Texas, it was like there's follow ups. So you go, you do the initial casting. If you make the cut, then you come back and you do another one another day. And they're like reevaluating. Sometimes they might have more people. Sometimes they might have like a big dog in the room, and you can still get cut. The thing is with this runway shit, you can get cut anytime. So even after, like literally, even if you make the cut, you can literally make the cut. You can literally get casted for a runway show, and if you come back for the follow up, or you come back and you're trying to like fuck around or try to like soften up because you already made the cut, you can get dropped. You can get dropped. Don't don't think you can't get dropped. So from the moment you get casted, you have to be locked. It's like auditioning for it's like auditioning for to be like a performer or to an actor. You can get cut anytime. If you go to a casting to go work with Chris Brown and you're performing with Chris Brown, it doesn't matter if that nigga is not even in the room. It doesn't matter if he's even in the same country. If you're in there, you make the cut and then you start coming to practice and you kind of like just start fucking around, you can get dropped. You can get dropped. You can get dropped. They might do a recast to get someone else. Worst case scenario for them, you just have to lock back in because they might actually need you. You can get dropped at any time. Bro, I've seen models get dropped after they made the cut, and they were some of the most good looking, highest performing models I've ever seen on the runway. And I've seen them get cut in real time. And when you see the impact that that has on a full room, when you see a certified quality runway model get cut in real time, the way that that changes the whole room and the atmosphere is unlike a feeling like I can't explain it any other way. Almost like being in the services, probably to an extent. I've seen some of the best looking women in my life with the best runway walks like I've ever seen. Like they need to go be with goddamn Tyra Banks and Victoria's Secret, and I've seen them get cut in real time because they had an attitude or because they adjusted their performance because they already made the cut. So like back to one of these Dallas shows, you know, we're doing you have there's rehearsals. So you have the castings, you have the auditions, and then you have rehearsals. So when you make the cut, there's rehearsals. Like you don't just make the cut and just go to the show. You can if it's like a very low budget, but these higher budget ones, you have to rehearse. It might be once a week, twice a week, every 2 weeks. You gotta come, you gotta rehearse, you gotta practice for the show. They have fittings, they have like um, you know, you meeting with your designers, the designers select you. So you have the big dogs that run the show that cast you, and then they break you into working with the different designers. Who's gonna work with you? That can be one designer, it can be three designers. Usually people want to get picked by as many designers as they can. Sometimes people have more, sometimes people have less. Like I've done shows where I had one look, I've done shows where I had two looks, I've done shows where I had three. And it's cool. Sometimes it's overwhelming, and you definitely have your favorites. Like one of the shows I did in Texas. No offense to this brand, by the way, but the shit that they put me in, I was not feeling it. And that's something else about runway and like with modeling, like when you get casted, you don't pick what the fuck you're gonna wear. You don't pick what you're gonna wear on the runway. You have to wear whatever they give you. So I was in this all blue. It was like a blue shirt and it was like blue shorts to go with it. I'm gonna be honest. I would never wear that shit a day in my life. I'm not hating on that brand because they're really cool people. It's a dude and his sister. They're really cool people. So I'm not disrespecting them, but I'm gonna be honest. I would never walk outside with that a day in my life unless I'm in fucking Bora Bora or something. But that second look though, property in real life, that is insane. Property in real life, that is so crazy. So like, but like it's really like that. It's really like that. They just put whatever they want on you. You gotta go walk, go walk. So, but that second look, what was her name? Olivente. I forgot what they were called, but I got styled by like this author. He was like an author. He styled me or something like he was a writer or something like that. Really random. I think his name was Peter, but he styled me and it was really nice. That was my favorite look from the show. It was like a yellow V-neck leather jacket, and I wore my I'm tweaking. I wore my leather pants and like my leather handmade boots from Mexico, the heels and shit. It was fire. I had my glasses on, some fly shit. That was my aesthetic, and I barely even got a photo from that. But like I said, this story is gonna go downhill really fast, so I'm gonna save it for a different episode. In fact, let me write this down. Let me write these down so I can make sure I come back. Make sure I come back to this. Um, Probably gonna wrap it up here soon. But yeah, just a little bit about like that process. I'm probably gonna split this stream up into two videos. So the full video for day one, and then um, yeah, fact. Shout out to Scentbird. I'm not an affiliate though, so I don't have a link. Um, but speaking of Scentbird, hold on, what was I about to say before? Oh yeah, just that's a little bit about exposing some of the stuff for today, and a little bit about the runway casting process. But back to Scentbird, I actually have some stuff that I'm gonna drop probably next week about Scentbird. reacting to some of these funny comments that I've been getting regarding them, and also we're gonna learn something new. If you're watching this stream or you're watching this YouTube video and you don't know this, please wait. Please wait until I watch it for myself. So I made a Scentbird folder on YouTube and a playlist for those interested. I got some comments on Instagram that I'm gonna check a couple people on stream, and then there's a couple comments that I'll probably reply to, like spreading light on stream. So people basically kind of want like some detailed videos IRL about the products, the pros and the cons, and I'm gonna do that too probably next week because this week is super booked. But also there's something darker that I heard about. And if you know about this, don't say anything. And if you don't know about this, then just wait until I learn more about it for myself. Either later this week after we do all these or next week. Don't look into it yet. We can do it live. But I heard about some crazy shit about the founder of Scentbird. This is exposed to industry week. So I'm just saying, I haven't had an issue with Scentbird. I haven't had an issue with their team that worked with me, but I heard some shit about the founder. I heard some crazy shit about the founder. I've been waiting. I really want to know more about it, but yeah. Now, I really want to learn more about it, but I'm not going to look into it yet because I want to do it live on stream. And also, this will kind of balance out some of like the weird shit that I've been getting on Instagram. So, some people know, some people don't. Like, I'm gonna wait to look more into it on stream. That's why I haven't looked more into it yet. But aside of the founder, the brand itself, a lot of people love the brand. A lot of people don't like the brand. There's pros and cons to it for sure, and I'll cover some of those in a different video. But like, yeah, if you want to try something new, live files, that's funny. If you want to try something new or you want to like get like a preview, then like there's pros for sure to getting Scentbird to try it. But some of the cons I've heard, like I said, I'm gonna go into a lot more about this in another video. But some people don't like, it takes a while to get your stuff just for it to be a little sample. Some people don't. Some people say the stuff's watered down, and then some people say that like it's really hard to cancel their subscription. So who knows? It's it's a preference, but I'm definitely gonna do some videos about that and talk more about that, the pros and cons, and we're even gonna talk and look into the shit about the founder. So I have been using mine. The concentrations are off. Let me take a picture of this. Let me take a picture of this because I can use this in the video. I can use that in the video. So I'm glad that you said that. So there's things like that some people are saying why they don't like it. Me personally, I've been using mine the last couple months. This Scentbird dropper here, and actually fuck it, I'll play it on the stream for the one time. I've been using it the last couple months. We shot this all the way in November, by the way. I think it was November. It was like last fall. So it's March now. That tells you how this business goes. But we shot that in November. I've been using them since. I like them. They sent me like maybe eight different ones, 8 to 10. I've been fucking with them. I like them personally. I like them to the point like I usually don't even see which one I'm spraying on. I just will grab a random one and smells good, and I'm cool. Sometimes I'll look, but it's cool to me. But I understand, like I'm not being biased or anything. Like I completely understand why people don't like it. And that's fine. I don't have a membership. I can't say shit. I don't have a subscription. They send it to me for free. So it's also it's a different ball game. But they're cool. But there's definitely pros and cons to a brand like that, and to like people are saying the concentration can be off. But you know, we'll talk more about that in another video. We're ongoing an hour here. That's really good run time. This is gonna be a really, really good video to drop on YouTube for day one. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by. For sure. So I'm trying to debate, unless anyone in the chat has anything that they would like for me to talk about while we're here. I'm trying to figure out what I should go into. I'll go into one more topic and then I'll get off. They're a good company, you know, you can smell the differences depending on the brand. I see. I see. I see. I see. I'll take a picture of that. I see. Now I know I mean we've been ongoing here for an hour. So I know the stream has died quite a bit. But I'm still trying to figure out if there's like one more thing I can talk about before I end this stream. Also, a little sneak peek for the couple people that are still here. Let me show you something. Hey, shout out to Beckett Simonon for showing love. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, this nigga's a hoe. Shout out to Beckett Simonon. Hold on. I'll play the Sinbird ad real quick while we're here. Shout out to Sinbird, man.
For $9. This is my smell rich cologne. I tried Dolce and Gabbana, the one in the store. Instant wow. Then I looked at the price. Yeah, I'm not paying $100 plus for one bottle. Not doing that. So I started using Scentbird. They send you real designer fragrances every month. And I mean real, not knockoffs. This is the actual Dolce and Gabbana. Your first month is only $9. That's a 30-day supply, around 120 sprays. And it comes with a sleek travel case, so I just toss it in my jacket and go. I wear it all the time. Smells expensive, feels put together. So yeah, bougie for $9. Totally worth it. Smelling like money for $9. This is my smell rich cologne.
Shout out to Sinbird, man. Yeah. The cases are really cool. I really like them too. That's what I mean. Like they have the vials, like they have like the protective vial case, and they have the like the little satchel you put it in. Very cool, very convenient. Very cool, very convenient. I think I should drop another Timberland video. Shout out to Timberland, man. Yeah. To a steady stream schedule. We don't go for the. Shout out to Janet, man. Let's get us to 340, man. Let's get us to 340 subs, bro. Let's get us up there. Appreciate the new subs from today. I need to tweak my small things. We dropped a couple videos today. I'm gonna drop maybe one or two more videos today. I still have some work I have to do, some new clients I have to shoot for. But I'm probably gonna drop one more video in here today, another like hair video. Maybe another log video. We'll see. I have hella videos ready to go, so just know, like, if you're tuned in right now, it's a really good time to be tuned in because we're doing a lot of work. We're back to dropping. Yeah, it's a bit dead right now, but I don't care because they go on YouTube. So when I speak on stream, I'm speaking just to an audience in general. I guess it's like a practice. I'm speaking to audience in general. Sometimes I'm here, there's nobody here. Sometimes I'm here, there's a few people here. But regardless, all these streams go up on YouTube. So, you know, if even when I stream and there's literally nobody in here, I'm still gonna do what I do and I'm still gonna talk because it's going on YouTube. So I'm still talking to somebody, whether it's live or it's, presented later. I'm not really tripping. I'm not phased by any of that shit. The thing is, like I tell people, if you can't do this job with nobody watching, then don't do it at all. Because that's as real as it gets. If you can't create with no one watching, don't create. If you're afraid to be an artist because you're afraid people aren't gonna, be around, then just don't be an artist. Like if you can't do this shit without anybody watching, you shouldn't be doing it, to be honest. And I've been doing this shit for a long time with nobody watching. People watch, sometimes people watch, sometimes people don't. But I love what I do. That's why I'm still here, even on the days no one's here. And that goes for that's not even me talking about streaming. That's just real shit in general. Sometimes I post, sometimes I post, no one's there. So this is one of the earlier streams that I've been able to do. I usually don't even stream until like late at night. So that's something else too. I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like I don't care if people are watching or not. Obviously, I want people to watch, but sometimes I just stream on my own time and no one's there, and I still am talking as if somebody's there. That's exactly how you gotta be. That's just as really as it gets. Shit, it's as real as it gets. But I'm trying to lock in on like one more topic before I get off for today. Oh, in the meantime, little sneak. I can read off the topics that I'm covering over the next few days for the series while we're here because I haven't posted all of them yet. I'm just gonna post one each day. But check this out. I made flyers for each day. As you can see on the reels and on YouTube, I'm cycling them. I'm dropping a video, then dropping a flyer, dropping a video, dropping a flyer. This is the initial flyer. This is the day one flyer. And also, by the way, chat, day one has two parts. So all this stuff I'm talking about today, this is just the first part. There's two parts. I don't know if I'll do that later, late tonight, or if I'll do it early tomorrow. We gotta see how I feel. But there's two parts, by the way. Today was just the intro. I'm gonna be honest, I was supposed to do this yesterday. Today I was supposed to move on to the second part. But check this out. I didn't finish the last couple. They're not all done. But I have, like I said, this whole shit is planned. These last 2 days I don't have anything on. But you can see I did the initial one, and then day one. They're not all done except this one. Like this is day one. This is day one continued. So the next one is gonna be. You can't stop it. The next one says why I broke up with my favorite brand. And the third one is day two, 2 for 2, scamming brands exposed. Day three, the CEO that talks shit about me. Day four, how to get booked and stay booked. So we got a lot. We got it planned. Like this week is gonna be fire. Today's just a warm up. What the fuck is this? My bad. I did a escape game stream. Speaking of, I actually found the escape game ad. If you want to see it here first. Oh, I can't pull up reposts on here. If you want to go to my Instagram, go to my repost. It's a blue cover. It says the escape game. My ad is actually live. You can go and see my ad live from the actual escape game place. I found it. I was hoping to find it soon. I didn't expect to find it the next day, but I found it. So yeah, the next part of day one, it's gonna be why I broke up with my favorite brand. You're gonna want to see that. You're gonna want to see that. I don't care anymore. I'm calling brand names and everything. I don't care anymore. And day two, 2 for 2, scamming brands exposed. I'm calling out 2 real brands in real time tomorrow. In real time. Zara Shilajit and Zio's Menwear. Yes. Yes, I'm name dropping. I'm name dropping. Best believe I'm name dropping. I already have the Zara Shilajit stream recorded where I was talking about my experience. Damn, it's like a 30-40 minute video, so it's gonna be a long ass stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest. But look, I got receipts. I'm saying we're going through receipts. I'm showing emails, everything. I don't have too much to show for Zio's menswear because I deleted the stuff. It was like 2 years ago. But I'm still gonna say it. Even though I don't have, I guess, physical proof, I'm still gonna say it. It's a menswear brand in New York. They scam me. And then Zara Shilajit, if you saw my stories like a week or two ago, you already saw I was calling them out and their brand representative. So look, tomorrow, it looks like I might drop that stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, yeah, they scam me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, you gonna see tomorrow. If you have availability, you gonna see tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. I got scammed. This was like this is shit in the vault. This was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm finally about to talk about it. Yeah, they scammed me. Zio's menswear. Very cool brand too. It's unfortunate. So yeah, we're gonna expose them tomorrow. We're gonna expose Zara Shilajit tomorrow. It's gonna be a long stream. Probably not. Like I don't talk about a lot of this shit. Like that's why I don't talk about a lot of this shit. That's why this week I want to focus more on talking about this stuff. I've just made a whole week schedule because at first I was gonna talk about two or three things. And I was like, you know what? I just locked in. I was locked in. I was like, you know what, man? Fuck that. Let's start a whole new series. Let's just lock in for a week. Let's do a whole new. That's my problem. And I had a whole bunch of other shit. I was supposed to drop a couple other series this week, but I was like, man, if I got the juice, I'm gonna just run with it. I was like, man, fuck it. Let's just do a whole new series. But nah, I haven't told anybody about that except like maybe the other day. But yeah, I got scammed by them. And then Zara Shilajit. If you saw my stories a week or two ago, I was calling out Zara Shilajit. I'm about to expose them this week. So I have that stream. I wasn't ready to do it yet because I know I'm gonna get really hot. I'm gonna definitely tag them on Instagram and all that type of shit. But I'm calling them out for sure. So tomorrow, at some point, we're gonna play that video live on stream first. I'm either gonna ah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna drop that shit tomorrow or not. But even if I don't drop it tomorrow, I'm gonna at least play it for you tomorrow and we'll talk about it. And that 30-40 minute stream that I did was recorded on the same day that they scammed me. So it's just like pure energy, pure disappointment, pure scammetry. Just me really, really letting the fumes off. Because I'm tired of shit like that. All of us are. So yeah, I'll show that for the first time. I'll show that for the first time tomorrow, and then we'll go from there and see how I feel. I need to edit it. I need to actually edit that video today. I don't know if I've edited it yet, but I still have so much more shit I have to do today. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get to it today or not. Cause it's 40 minutes. I just want to look over it, just PR check it before I drop it. That's really all. Cause just gotta make sure I didn't say too much shit. Um, still kind of have energy to do this, but I have so much other stuff I have to do. I wanted to see if there's one more thing I could talk about real quick until we go to the second part of day one. If I should just call it. Shout out to Marvel too, chat. Hopefully this stuff gets approved today, between today and tomorrow, so I can get paid this week. But we just had to do a reshoot for them this weekend, so hopefully that turns out well. Go peep the new videos, show some love to the new videos. Help YouTube get right. I started this channel like hella late. I didn't start posting on this thing consistently until last summer. So the fact that we've already dropped like 200 videos in a long form section, that just goes to show how much we've been working. For real. I'm probably gonna drop like, well, we dropped 18 videos in 8 days, not including shorts. And then this week we're gonna be dropping a lot. Realistically, I want to try to get this stream up tonight. But I'm gonna be honest, I really can't tell you if I will. Hour and 30. I need to actually cut this thing soon so that the space isn't too big. I'm low on my drive space right now. Shout out to Becky Seminar, man, for showing love. New series tomorrow, note another day, another look worth watching. Shout out to Becky Seminar, man. That's what oh, did my stream freeze? Oh, no, I didn't. These green boxes right here, that's all Becky Seminar, by the way, if that says anything about our relationship. We got the Huel right there. We got some new packages from clients right there. Timberland, of course. This is all Becky Seminar. That's like 5, 6 boxes. If that tells you anything about our relationship. So shout out to Becky Seminar, leaving a little note like that. I love seeing shit like that, bro, from these brands. Shout out to them. We got a new like on this reel. I want to redrop this. We'll probably redrop this shit. Is this the one? Shout out to Cremo, man. I love their products. Actually, the rest of this actually got leaked all in my shower. I didn't get to use the rest of it. I remember my mentor, rest in power, my mentor. I remember that he actually commented on this because he said, "I love this product, but it makes my skin dry." And I was like, "Damn, does it like it's opposite for me?" And then the brand liked my comment. But yeah, rest in peace to my nigga for real. I actually tagged him today on my recent post on the flyer because I know this type of shit that I'm doing. This is the type of stuff that he used to tell me to do. Yeah, for real. The real is for real. So I want to tag him on this today. Yeah, this is the type of shit that he wanted me to do, that he told me to do. So even like when I was posting, I posted that the first video I played in the beginning of the stream. When I dropped that, that was one of my motives for dropping that because I knew that was some shit that he told me to do. He was telling me to do that stuff. And even though I got a lot of backlash for it, at the end of the day, I knew that oh, shout out to you too. Even though I got a lot of backlash for it, I got a lot more love from it. I inspired a lot more people from it. And obviously, when you call out people, when you call out the business, there's obviously going to be stuff that comes with that, and you have to accept that and stand on it. So yeah, I knew that that was something that he wanted me to do too. So that kind of also held me to it. And then what's it called? He's told me a lot of stuff too about the industry and the business. And I'm not going to say too much on stream, but I've heard of stuff from people in Atlanta that have exposed Tyler Perry too. I'm not going to say anything about that on stream though, because I'm not trying to deal with that. But stream's been, it's almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it because this video has to process. I have to get this into my editing software ASAP without it frying my goddamn computer, and my laptop's about to die. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I know we had quite a few people in here earlier, but shout out to Liz, shout out to Janet for carrying in the chat. And I don't know if we're gonna run back for the second part today or if we'll wait till tomorrow, but either way, it's gonna come soon. So yeah, show some little videos. I know I drop a lot, I post a lot of shit, so I don't expect everybody to pay attention, to even give a fuck, or like to keep up with it all, but just know it's there. Just know that it's there and I'm working, and I'm gonna do this as much as I can. I'm trying to drop 5 years worth of videos to YouTube in like a year. So I know I'm dropping like 4 or 5 videos a day sometimes, but it's because I feel like I started dropping on this page too soon. Like I mean too late. I'm not saying that there's like it's too late to do it, but I feel like I started dropping on this channel too late. If I actually started dropping on this channel like way when I first started doing the stuff that I'm doing, we would be popping, bro. But we're here now, so I'm just trying to fit everything that I can. I'm trying to drop everything that I can and keep stuff consistent. Like this week is gonna be crazy because for every flyer we drop, we have to drop a video to make sure we keep everything balanced. So I'm putting these flyers everywhere. Reels, Facebook, shorts, long form videos. Like we're gonna promote the shit out of this series, and for day one being this good, shout out to everybody that popped up for day one. We got a few more days of this shit. So yeah, just know I'm dropping a flyer every day. So that means I gotta drop videos every day. So we're dropping every day. I gotta mark them off. We got some hair stuff, some tech stuff, beauty stuff, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, tune in. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. W stream for real. Put this on. Yeah, we're doing this shit all week. I'm here all week. I'm doing this shit all week. You're gonna talk with some serious shit. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're doing this shit all week. If y'all thought today was fire, tune in for tomorrow. And tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna expose what I like I said, what is it? Today was the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tomorrow, well, not necessarily tomorrow, but whenever I do it, because it's day one continued. Day one continued is why I broke up with my favorite brand. So you're gonna want to see that shit. You're gonna want to see that shit because I'm getting straight to it. I'm gonna talk all about it. And if you know a little bit of the lore, it's with my favorite oral care brand. If you want to know some of the lore, we're calling them out again tomorrow. This time we're name dropping. And day two, oh yeah, and then day two is getting real hot. Day two, 2 for 2, scamming brands exposed. Day three, the CEO who talks shit about me. And I got some really, really funny references that I'm gonna put on that one. I got proof of this shit. Recordings, everything. Yeah. Yes. 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 That shit's gonna be fire. And then day four, we're gonna reset how to get booked and stay booked. I'm gonna give out some free game. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We're gonna drop the Rise collaboration here soon this week as well. I'm gonna put that link. Look for this stream on YouTube and put that link in the description too. You can go look at all my old videos, and I try to stay consistent with the link. So if you go to the description, well, not on this one. If you go to the description on the majority of my videos, you'll see that I do try to keep the links and everything up there. And I've been paying attention. I've been seeing some people clicking more links than others, and I'll actually like specifically make videos about that. But we got the link to my main shop with Mavely. We got my sponsors and my link tree right here and stuff like that. So go check all that out for those interested. My computer's about to die, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But shout out to Rise, shout out to Mushroom Coffee. We're almost done with ours, so we gotta put that up soon, ASAP actually. And again, like I say in all the videos, man, everybody take care, man. Get your rest, drink your water, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, man. And tune in for the next one. Whether that's later today or tomorrow, we're streaming every day for the next few days. So shout out to everybody that came, and be sure to pop in.